Hey guys, good morning. A beautiful day today. Look at the view. Great day to take the car out for a spin. I'm gonna take the Corvette out to get an oil change, get its first service since I had it. I'm gonna take it back to Newman Motorsports, the place that helped me fix up the car about a year ago. So haven't been back since then. It's gonna be fun bringing it back and seeing how much has changed in a year. So let's go. Always so nice to take this car out for a drive. It's a Monday morning right now, so it looks like there's a little bit of traffic, a little more than the usual Saturday morning cars and coffee commute, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this day. I know it's, getting oil changes on a car is nothing particularly exciting, but for me, this means I've had the car for almost a year. I picked it up from Newman last year, I remember, on St. Patrick's Day, around late March. So it's almost been a year, and obviously mileage has been pretty low. I haven't come nearly up to the amount of miles needed to have to change the oil during the year. It's my first time owning an older car, and I always kind of wondered to myself, because the car's older, the engine, everything is older, even though the recommended oil change time frame is a year, does that mean I should get it sooner? I've talked to a few friends who told me definitely if they would go for maybe 9-10 months instead of a year when the car gets older, that's what they do with their cars. Some mechanics have told me, no, 1 year is fine. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you've been bored enough over the past year to have seen a lot of my videos, you're probably familiar with this off-ramp. Yeah, I come to this place quite often. Claremont Cars and Coffee is out here, Wings and Wheels is out here, and Newman's is out here too. It's all kind of in the same spot. Now, this car has always, if you've seen it at any of the car shows I've gone to, it looks good as new, and mechanically it was a mess though at this time last year. But yeah, special thanks to Todd and John at Newman. They did a phenomenal job getting the car to run as well as it looks, and it still runs great today. Hasn't had any problems. Hopefully they won't find any issues right now when I get the oil change. Take it slow with these curbs. I remember I scraped it on the curb when I first got the car, just exiting this place. Make sure I do a better job now. Learned a thing or two over the past year. Not sure if I should just leave the car out back, but I'll take it to the front first because I can. And look, another Corvette. All right, park right next to it. Alright, car got the oil change, it's all good to go. Todd and John did an amazing job just like last time. Let's head out. Man, this place brings back a lot of memories. Right in this alley right here on the right. This is where I started up this car for the very first time. And then right here was when I scraped it for the very first time. So that I can do a better job after a year. There we go. All right. So the oil change went a lot more quickly than I had expected. I really didn't know what to expect. Going to a lot of these specialty shops, they do a lot of restoration projects and other cool stuff like that. It's not a Pep Boys. It's not just to go in and get out. So I wasn't sure. I brought a bunch of stuff. I was thinking I might need to walk to Starbucks to hang out and wait there. I didn't know how busy they would be. And they just told me get there before 9:30, and I did. So Yeah, but they were super quick, and the guy in front of me, named Bruce, the owner of that blue C7 Corvette that I parked next to earlier, we had a great chat. It's funny how, usually people think us guys are not as chatty as our female counterparts, but when you put a bunch of car guys together, yeah, we're not going to shut up. There's just so much to talk about. Yeah, so we had a great time just chatting while waiting. Todd came in, and yeah, we all had a great time. So in terms of how the car's doing mechanically, the only issue they found while doing the oil change is that the shocks are leaking. But they were saying it's not a major issue right now. It's not something that has to be replaced right away. So far, it's nothing to be super concerned about, but it is something to keep in mind down the road. So I'll make sure to get that done next time. But for now, it's all good to go. It's good to know that after a year, the car is still in great shape. Funny thing is, this car has been running more reliably than my daily and my wife's car as well. And those have all needed some major work recently. So Bruce, that I met earlier, said he was part of the Pomona Corvette Club. Pomona Valley Corvette Club, I think is what it's called. Funny how I've been running into all these Corvette Club gatherings, members recently. First it was the Arcadia one last Saturday, and now I run into Bruce. Maybe it's a sign I should join a club, huh? I don't think I have the time and the money to do that right now, but maybe down the road I'd love to. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, gonna drive home now for lunch, so yeah, it's been an awesome morning. Who knew getting an oil change could be so much fun? Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Special thanks to Todd for giving me this t-shirt on the way out. Definitely going to be wearing it to a Cars and Coffee event in the future, along with my C4 Corvette hat. Now, just to be clear, they didn't give me this t-shirt in exchange to advertise for their business or write a good review or anything like that, like so many businesses do. They gave it to me just because they could. They don't even know that I do this stupid YouTube thing anyway. Now, Todd and John at Newman's, they're just big-time car guys, just doing what they love. And their team has plenty of experience working on all kinds of cars, especially Corvettes and Chevy and GM stuff. Everything from newer stuff like Bruce's C7 that you just saw, going all the way back to even pre-war classics. So if you happen to be looking for somebody to work on your car, to fix it, to service it, or to restore it, definitely check them out. Newman Motorsports in Upland. They're right across the street from Cable Airport. I'm so thankful personally that that I found them to get to work on my car. And after today especially, I'm now so thankful that after a year, the Corvette's still running so well. There shouldn't be any foreseeable mechanical issues anytime soon.